that. Let's get into a Divine Feminine reading. I want to see what's coming out for the Divine Feminine, what she's feeling for you. She could be angry at you. Uh-oh. She could be mad. The Divine Feminine is feeling like it's your choice to either make this or break this. And that enough is enough. Yeah, she's starting to feel like that she just isn't for you. Interesting. Okay, and a lot of you, the Divine Feminine's made up her mind that she's not wasting any more time or energy onto this because you're hard to read and she doesn't understand why. For some time, she could have waited on you, waited for you to come back around, waited for you to reach out, but you could have decided to maybe keep yourself busy, even though deep down you could have still chose her. You could have been maybe angry and stalking her in private instead of actually taking action. Okay, so I feel like she feels defeated and broken over this whole relationship. I don't know how I'm going to go on. I don't know how I'm going to get over this. I don't know how I'm going to sweep this under the rug and act like it didn't happen, but I do know that I can't stay here. That's what I heard. So the Divine Feminine is planting seeds for the future. The Divine Feminine sees this relationship as a stalemate energy. But she does miss you. She sees you as someone who's maybe a past-off soulmate, but someone who could have had mood swings, trust issues, and patterns that you weren't willing to let go of. She could also view you as someone who's cold. Someone who hides their feelings or blocks out emotions. For some of you, she could view you as someone that's secretive. Yeah, you didn't see my tears. This is someone who cried over you. You could even say, no, they didn't. Yeah, the fuck they did. Yeah, they did. They 100% did. They could have cried over how much work they put into this and felt like it was a waste. Felt like you either didn't see them or that you constantly blocked them and never took action. So then it was like, okay, bet. I'm done wasting my time. I'm going to go through a separation and I'm done being emotionally invested in this because it's obviously not for me. It's obviously not for me if it's bringing constant harm and I'm constantly saying, well, why are you not taking action? Why are you avoiding me? Why are you not wanting to see me? Why can you not see what I see? That's what I'm saying here. And this Divine Feminine feels that it's either your choice to fix it or that it is done, period. That's how she feels. She doesn't even know why you acted in a way where you either sabotaged it or you had constant mood swings. It's like this Divine Feminine is trying to get clarity where there is no clarity. She's trying to figure it out and she can't figure it out. So she's just kind of giving herself answers and going about her merry little way. Now, I am seeing that there is something that the Divine Feminine has done recently, whether it was a gift that she got, a celebration she was a part of. Maybe she wants to invite you to a celebration. This could be like a graduation. Someone could have recently got promoted. Someone could have bought a house. Someone could have bought a car and wants to show it to you. There is an achievement that she wants to show you. She wishes you knew the good news. And she does want you back, but she feels that it's not her place to fix it, is what she feels. Okay. What does she want? She wants an ending to the disappointment, the conflict, and the being on differences. She also wants an end to being disappointed when it comes to putting in work. So this is a feminine who feels like people take her for granted. This is a feminine who feels like she can give and give and give, and it's either never enough or people don't notice it until it's too late. And she's tired of that. And she's like, you know what? You don't see I'm worthy. That's fine. I'm out. You don't want to give me a ring. That's fine. I'm out. This is a feminine who's like, I'm tired of begging and asking and putting in the work and preparing for everything. And I hoped it would be you. But I've also gotten clarity that I feel constantly empty-handed when it comes to me giving to you. And that I feel like you're not a team player. Okay, so why does she think about you? Let's ask that. Because she wants nothing more than a new beginning. But she could be juggling whether or not it's possible. If you would even take a leap. Some of you, she feels that you are partner material, but you didn't see her as partner material. Because you're coming up as an emperor. She's coming up as an empress, but it's also an energy of you couldn't pick me, you couldn't bet on me. And even if you wanted to, even if you planned to, you always kept it in the dark, in secret. So this is either someone you didn't like take it to the next level with, or someone who felt that you were stalling, and you stalling was because you knew deep down it wasn't going to last forever, and that you didn't want it, or that you didn't see them worry, or you didn't see them as worthy, or that you were playing games. Okay. What do we have? What is this divine feminine feeling? Okay, so the divine feminine is definitely dating. I've been seeing someone new. They do not compare to me. They do not compare to me, is what I was about to say. They do not compare to you. However, if you decided to go in, they would have a hard time choosing between you and that other person, because they see you as someone who constantly avoids the next step, or that you only want them when someone else wants them. That's how they view this dynamic. I do see here that this divine feminine has been on the verge of reaching out to you, but they've never taken the actual action to do it. And I'm also seeing that this divine feminine is not losing hope. So she will die with hope in her heart that you're finally going to come in, is what I'm saying. She feels kind of helpless. She also feels that this relationship was divinely guided, but she doesn't understand why. Okay, so again, for some of you, there is something here where if you're connected to a divine feminine, she's given up on this. I'm just going to be honest with you. She has. She doesn't want to lose hope. However, she's at a point where she's either dating someone, she's connected to someone, she could be sleeping with someone. And this is what I'm going to show you. I'm going to show you a fling, okay? So it could have started off as a fling and it's going to turn into something more. Or she could be opening herself up to someone and it's going to go to more. Because what I'm saying is that there could be a connection in her life that's actually about to evolve. Where she's only going to see that person as her future. Now, it's interesting, if you've seen this, if you're on the divine feminine, I did the divine masculine, and in that one I said that one of them could have been moving on, but then the masculine was just kind of stuck in limbo. It's interesting how I'm on the divine feminine, and we're talking about someone here moving on, and it possibly turning into something more. It could start as something like unconventional. It could start as just like a, hey, let's hang out, let's date. Next thing you know, things get a little freaky. Next thing you know, they like that. Next thing you know, they're each other's favorite. Next thing you know, they're never apart. Something like that could be happening. And although this divine feminine doesn't want to lose hope on this ever getting back together, there's an awareness here that she feels that you're not a team player with the Three of Pentacles out sideways. You don't teamwork enough to make it work. Because if it was me, I would come in on knees with tears down my eyes. That's how she feels. That doesn't mean that it's the truth. Okay? And you dropped the ball. Okay? That could be how she feels. Doesn't mean it's true. There is about to be someone either coming in for this divine feminine or someone who's about to take action. She could meet them when they're wounded or when they're at a place of their life between one cycle into another. So, again, she could meet them when they're down on their luck. She could meet them whenever they're down in their life. Maybe they're not financially where they want to be. Maybe they've been wounded and someone broke their heart. She might help nurse them back to health. She might be the one who's like, come here, I got you, connect with me. And next thing you know, they connecting all right. I'm telling you, if this is your divine feminine and you want her, I would go after her. Because what I'm seeing is that if she's single now, she won't be for long. That you could see this as a soulmate or a twin flame. But you are also so stuck in limbo that you're not seeing that this person is curious and talking to someone else, or that something else is about to progress. I see giving and I see receiving. And I also see that feminine being anxious about whether or not it's long-lasting or short-lasting. That could be the woundedness. She could be scared. Are they here for my money? Are they here because I have a house and they want a place to live? Are they here because they want a good time, not a long time? Someone here could be overthinking. So I feel like this is just your warning that if you're not careful, if there is someone here that you want, that they might be moving on. And it might start as something that's just, again, with flings, it could be casual. It could be something where it's like, I didn't like them, they didn't like me, but then next thing you know, I drank something, they drank something, we looked at one another, and we didn't quit looking at one another, and then it progressed, and then now we're inseparable. That could be something that's going to happen. It's going to be someone who's going to admire the hell out of this divine feminine. And again, if you're not careful, you're just going to wish that things were different. Some of you, someone here is not financially stable. Someone here could also watch the other social media. Give me more for the new person that admires you. Yeah, good communication, flirting. You could meet them in a moment or a time when, again, they're healing. I don't know why I said you. The divine feminine can meet them in a moment or time when they're healing. But they're going to be the reason that that person moves forward. And the reason why you continue to hold back and stay confused, because you're unsure if what they're getting is fair, because you're not able to see everything. Be careful of hoping that someone's life is going to crumble out from underneath them so you can go save the day, because I'm not necessarily seeing that. I'm seeing that their relationship coming together isn't going to be butterflies and rainbows. I do see that it's going to be an energy of, you're going through a hard time, I'm here for you. Do you need someone to talk to? Do you just need someone to be there for you? I'm really sorry they broke your heart. They did that to you. I see good communication. I see flirting. I see this person admiring your divine feminine, so to speak. But I also see an energy here where you might assume that this divine feminine doesn't feel the same for you, even though she feels defeated. Because she could be acting unfazed. Is she unfazed, or is she just tired of the same cycle? Is she unfazed, or is she just like, you know what, enough's enough. What I'm doing is not working, so obviously I have to do something fucking different to get something different. And does that make you uncomfortable? Because that's what I'm saying here. And I'm saying if you're not careful, you're going to sit here and watch their social media or try to ask about them or stay connected to people who are connected to them so you can hear about them, when in reality, you just don't know exactly what they're feeling. And you're not going to know, especially if they continue to date other people, sleep with other people, do all of those things. Because every person that that person connects with is one more person that's going to be after you. And I'm not saying that they're going to forget you, because this is a divine feminine, divine masculine reading. What I'm saying is that if you're not careful, you're going to turn around one day and go, whoa, the person that I thought was my divine feminine is gone, simply because I didn't act in a way that made them see that I'm the one for them. Because again, This divine feminine's getting to a point where it's like, enough's enough. This is a stalemate. I'm not getting what I want. You're blocking, you're avoiding, you don't want to. So I'm obviously not for you. Well, if that's the case, then she thinks or she feels that what she's looking for is still out there because you've not shown her anything different. But then here you are, maybe watching her social media, dreaming about a life with her, wishing things could be different, saying how she was the best thing in your life, but how you know that she don't feel the same because she's unfazed. When in reality, she's maybe phased, but maybe she's just tired of it. Maybe she's just like, you know what, I'm not going to continue to beg for you to give me the ring, beg to make me your girlfriend, your boyfriend, beg for you to see that I'm here, just love me. I'm not doing that. I'll go to someone who will. And yeah, it might be complicated, but at least they'll see me. At least they'll communicate. At least they help get the burden off of me and say, hey, listen, we're moving forward. I know it doesn't seem like it, but we are, I promise. So I think you have to recognize that maybe there's something here about effort on your part, and you recognizing that it's easy for you to judge and go, well, she didn't care. She's just made for the streets. She a hoe. She loves everybody. I'm one of many. But you didn't see what actually went on behind the scenes. And with you didn't see my tears, there is tears that were spread because she did put in the work. She had planned a future here. And sometimes when you plan a future with someone, or when you see someone in such good eyes and they show you that they either don't want to see it, that they're at a crossroads and don't know if they want to take the action, or that they are avoiding it on purpose, it can make you feel rejected. It can make you feel not enough. So what's going to happen? You're going to go to someone who makes you feel that way, because the right partner for you would not make you feel not enough. The right partner for you would not make you feel like you're unworthy of that choice of giving commitment to, marrying, giving the things that make you feel fulfilled. That could have been something that happened here. So I'm just gonna let you know that this person could be here coming up, getting married to someone else. Someone that once they kind of give this person everything, they're not going to see a future without them. And I feel like at one point they seen you as that future. They seen you as their future, as the commitment. But what they now see you as is someone who it's like, well, I don't know why this happened. I don't know why the universe made me date them for that long. I don't know why the universe gave me someone that I really liked, but it was like a sick game. I don't know why it happened. All I know is it's obviously not for me. So I'm going to go find what is. So they're going to open themselves up. And they're going to find someone who gives them hope in a future, who's ready for a new beginning. And there could be a lot of options on what that new beginning looks like, but it's like an energy here of, I see them communicating. I see them exploring a new beginning. I also see possible money issues, or someone being an impulse spender. So they could end up dating someone who loves to look a certain way. Maybe it's someone who finds worth in what they have, not who they are. There is going to be some sort of financial aspect. If your divine feminine does end up going off with someone else, they are going to have like money constraints, money issues, because someone has a lot of desire, whether it's desire to go on lavish vacations they can't afford, or desire to have 7 cars and fix them all and put all these high-tech things on them that make them go fast and make them sound loud. That might come very expensive for your divine feminine if they choose someone else. But again, this divine feminine hasn't lost hope on you. However, you can only have so much hope when action's not being taken. Yeah. And whoever they're with, they're really happy with that person. That person feels like they're intoxicating and that they make them smile. But you're in an energy of, well, I'm not over you, but I wish I would have treated you better. And you know, I really trusted you. But what you need to see is that maybe you weren't necessarily fully available in the way that you should have been to actually make this work. Because that's what I'm saying. I'm not available. I have trouble with intimacy. You could have had trouble with intimacy. You could have had trouble with making sure that your partner's needs and wants were met. and you could have not been concerned about it. And that could be one of the reasons why this is kind of is where it is. And the universe is saying, okay, it's time to put up or shut up. Are you going to go after them? Or are you going to let them go and live a life with someone else and continue to call them your divine feminine? Because if that's the case, you made your choice. Now you got to go lay in your bed. Do you like it? It's got bed bugs. That's what I'm saying. All right, I'm going to leave this here. Have a blessed day.